welcome to another great episode of Real Life Matters. Of course, I am your host, DBoss, and I just hope that everybody's been doing their 15 minutes or more of laughing because that helps release all those bad endorphins from you. It also really reduces stress. It also reduces high blood pressure. It also, it retones your abs, but I'm not saying that you stop going to the gym because that's not the thing. And it also heals your body, and it also starts your day off good. So if you're laughing and you're smiling and everything's happening to you, then you can get all those health benefits to laughing. Don't tell me that you don't have anybody to laugh with, because if you don't have anybody, you can always call somebody. The next thing is that you can always just put on something streaming that you know is funny, and you could just laugh. If it's going to hurt a little bit, if you go 15 minutes or more, but it's all worth it in the end, and it'll keep you looking youthful. So also, I'm going to be incorporating some health tips about coconut water and watermelon. So, for those people, that those are vitally important also. So before we have our guest, I guess he's been here before, and now he's come up with a new novel. So we're going to kind of have something from one of our sponsors, Vital Steps to Better Health and Fitness. And what I'm going to do is when we come back from after that, we're going to bring him on.
Welcome to your Vital Steps to Better Health and Fitness. I'm Joanne James. Today we're talking about preventing falls and injuries in older adults. Preventing falls is crucial for maintaining health, independence, and well-being in the older adult. And how can we do this? We do this by making sure that they get regular exercise that includes strength training, balance, and flexibility as some of the components of fitness. Also, safe-proof their homes. Make sure that you reduce their tripping hazards, say loose cords, rugs, and the stair lighting, things like that. You want to make sure that everything is well lit for them. And also medication. Review the medication with the doctors on a regular basis. Some medications cause dizziness and drowsiness, which increases the risk for falls. It's always important to note that we can't eliminate falls, but we can certainly reduce the risks of falls. I'm Joanne James, and this has been your Vital Steps to Better Health and Fitness. See you next time.
Thank you, Joanne James, for that tip. Everybody be aware of these cords, even yourself have to watch out for these cords and, medications you're taking. But we also have to take care of the people that are a little bit more mature to make sure that they're safe and they're well. But anyways, as I said before, we had someone here that was here in the studio before. So he's a 6-time boxing champion. He had a novel before that he came on and he talked about, and he also now he just released a new novel, Traffic Fight, and he's going to tell us about it. I don't know, everybody, if it's part of a series or not, but he's going to tell us all about him doing all these things now, and all these added additional responsibilities. So no further ado, I introduce to you Just Isaac.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. You're back.
Yes, it's good to see you again. Good to see you again.
And you also.
The boss. Yes. Isn't it funny how time is flying?
Yes, it did. It was a while ago you came on.
Yeah, stand still for no one. Yes.
And also, I see you're taking a little bit of the advice there, laughing and smiling. So I know that you.
Well, I'm happy about life. There's a lot of great things that are transpiring. When I do smile, I'm smiling because I have faith and I have hope and I have love. Those are components that I believe that they abide within me. They abide within us, those of us who have a vision and a purpose and an understanding about true life and what life is really about. It's not about self. It's about helping people. It's about, establishing something great by empowering others to, fulfill their destiny.
All right. So for people that don't know you, Just Isaac, people want to know what's your cultural background and where you come from.
Yes. So I was born in I'm a kid from the projects. I was born in Western New York.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
Nigerian, Kenyan background. I also have some native in me. And yeah, I'm a citizen of heaven though, actually. Yeah.
All
So
right.
my background also, some of the things that I've done, I'm also an actor, and I'm involved in film and in television and in literature, as you know, and also a trainer as well.
So you train boxing, you used to compete.
Yes, I train celebrities, and I also train, just individuals who are really struggling. I love doing one-on-ones and classes. I do that on times when I'm not on the road, and I just love engaging and helping people. I'm also a life coach, and I incorporate the fitness into the life coaching as well. And it's the
Wow.
program is under the umbrella of mobile boxing, mobileboxing.ca.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, some people like it, but it's not easy when you get started, right? So,
Oh
along
yeah,
with
yeah. Oh yeah. That's the thing, though. We got to get started. We got to get started. We have to start somewhere. It has to be activated. But if we have a great incentive, if you have an incentive, that's going to motivate. You're going to feel like if you have a goal, if you have something that you want to trim around, you know, the waist. You want to learn how to defend yourself, whatever it is. The incentive. That's what motivates people. I've had people from all walks of life, who have come into my studios.
oh.
Yes,
All right,
yes.
so tell us about, for people that didn't know about your first novel. Just tell us a little bit about your first novel. I guess it was
Mhm.
been doing well, so.
Right, right. Yeah, the first novel was Think Fearlessly.
Mhm.
Reached over 100 million people globally. Um, it's been very impactful. I mean, I just can't even. I know it's not me. This is definitely something that is divine. This is God working through me. I'm not. There's a lot of people in the world that are smart, but the essence of Think Fearlessly, the last book, it even propels me. I go back and I read Think Fearlessly to be motivated, and it also has a component of, like, there's a transforming power that's within it when I read it. So Think Fearlessly actually helped me to write this novel
Okay.
because I was wondering why no one's talking about this. Nobody's saying anything about this thing, and it's called Traffic Fight. The
Okay.
title of the book is Traffic Fight, and yes, you mentioned in the beginning it's a series. This is volume one, and it's from the series Fight the Shadows. And what's the book is based upon it's the invisible chains, breaking the invisible chains, and it's actually a fictional. But however, see, I've worked with children, I've worked with abused women, I've worked with you know people from the streets. That's where I'm from, and I've had an opportunity through different outlets and different places to be able to help people, and I've had access to the most sensitive files in the nation, but yet I would never violate someone's privacy, but in this book, I go in deep, and
Okay.
there's some stories in here that it's a heart pounding novel, and it's about two sisters that find themselves thrust into a world of darkness, in
Okay.
danger, and they become victims of the sex trade, human trafficking.
Okay. So that's why you call it the traffic fight.
Traffic Fight. Yes, Traffic Fight is a movement.
Okay.
It's not just some words that I just made up.
Okay.
Traffic Fight. There's a fight. There's a fight that's taking place, and I believe that there's a fight. There needs to be, if we have the violation of human rights still existing on planet Earth. There needs to be someone and something that speaks against that. It's a severe violation of basic human rights. You know,
Okay.
treating people as commodities is not a good thing. To be bought or sold or exploited, or and stripping them of their dignity and their freedom. And I believe that every person has a right to live freely. Every person has the right to live freely, without being subject to exploitation and coercion.
So
So
for you writing this novel, did you have to do a lot of research, or like how long did it take you to compile all this information?
okay. Well, as I mentioned earlier, I've spent countless years working one on one, working in groups to helping people even who have been trafficked. You see, when I was brought out of where I was, meaning um, a place of poverty and a place of a mindset that was impoverished. The mindset is impoverished. I believe anyone who would subject themselves or be motivated to do such a thing is a impoverished mindset.
Okay.
But I've worked with people throughout the years, even some who have been trafficked, and
Okay.
without violating anyone's privacy or confidentiality, breaching any confidentiality. I've seen the worst cases. And what I've done is with this book, which is a novel, it's a fictional story, um, I've done my best to be innovative and creative and communicating to people what actually transpires and how we can fight against this thing, this exploitation and abuse. Where victims of human trafficking are subject to extreme physical and emotional and psychological abuse. Is horrendous. What provoked me to write this book, I actually had another novel that I was going to write, but I
Okay.
found myself in a place where of meditation and prayer, and I was ready to write this book, write another book, and it was another motivational book, and I got pulled back. And it was like an internal impression where I knew that it's time. And I remember looking out the window over the escarpment and thinking to myself, somewhere there's a child, somewhere there's a woman, somewhere there's even a young boy that has their freedom stripped, and their lives are being destroyed, and communities are being affected in a negative way as well with this. And I said, I'm supposed to write about this. I'm supposed to do something to contribute, um, you know, to the cause of traffic fight.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you show everybody the copy of the book.
Yes, this is volume one of Traffic Fight.
Wow.
The thing about it is there are two girls who actually are involved in combat sports. They're involved in combat sports, and they're skilled, very very skilled. One excels in martial arts, and the other one excels in boxing. And I'm familiar with both realms. You know about my background, that I've had over 100 fights. And I've had an opportunity to travel the world fighting.
Okay.
But this fight is a little. This fight is a lot different. I was gonna say a little different. This is a lot different because these are lives that are at stake. And you know what? Whoever is watching this, you can be a part of this. Even catching the story. Um, Many have read it. Even it hasn't been out yet. It's being released actually within a couple of weeks. But
Okay.
there's been a select few that I've given this to, the influential people, and they said this book is definitely going to be a movie.
Wow.
Yes,
A movement or a movie or both?
both, both, both. I would say both. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, yeah, I mean, it's when I was thinking, when I had the vision, when the vision was brought to me, when it was unveiled, when I began to think and how am I going to do this? How am I going to communicate this to the world? And when I remember standing to my feet and I wiped the tears from my face because the tears were falling heavy. When I thought about all I pictured was little kids, little children, in fences, being chained up, horrendous things. Um,
Wow.
I just said to myself, somebody has to say or do something. And this isn't a bandwagon thing. I've been doing this for a number of years. I've been helping, the youth and helping you know, as I mentioned before, abuse women, and
Right.
this, yeah. So this novel is, it's a story about survival. It's a tale about survival, and it's a message of hope and resilience. You know, and through the gripping narrative, it has romance in it. It has drama. It has action. So it's a real story that
Wow.
and I've taken some of my experiences and I've placed them in there as well. Hmm.
So this is being released in October, you said?
No, no, it's being released in the next week. The next
Oh, in the
week.
next week. Okay, that's
Yes,
good.
yes. And it's actually available right now for pre-sales. If you go to justisaac.com, JUSTISAAC,
Okay.
justisaac.com, you can find copies there. The And it gives links and everything. And my Instagram is justisaac at JI. Um, and I just really, for this, I really hope, and I really, my objective behind this is just to become a beacon of light and encourage others as well. Um, yeah, it's like you never. Sometimes we don't want to look at things until we experience them, but we don't have to wait. We don't have to wait to experience something so horrendous. We can have an awareness, and also within the book itself, there's a portion of it where it actually shows how to receive help. You know,
Okay.
and what to look for, like signs to watch for. Like unexplained inquiries or isolation or lack of control, fear, anxiety, unusual living conditions, and behavior changes. You
Right.
might be in contact with somebody right now that is being trafficked. And also shows you there's a place at the end of the book where it teaches you, or it helps you to understand how to protect yourself and others. How to stay aware and to trust your instincts and to be informed. Trusting your instincts. This is a book about compassion. We
Right.
can have all the passion in the world. Listen, I've been in so many fights. I've been in boss. I've been in so many fights,
Right.
in the ring and outside the ring. But I'm going to tell you something. It took passion to do that. But in a fight like this, it takes compassion. And I was mentioning in the very beginning that there's three components that abide within a lot of us and some of the viewers that are watching. There's faith, there's love, and there's hope. And I just believe that um, if we have compassion, we can have passion, but compassion is just as
Right.
important. Yeah. So there's a resourceful helpline, the National HTH Human Trafficking Hotline. It's 1-800-373-7888. I got to put that up.
Right.
Um, and you got
Is that
text to
for
help.
Canada or for worldwide
This
or
is global. This is global.
global?
And
Okay.
yes, and it's text to help. There's text to help. And Be Free is 233-733. And there's
Okay.
also a website. There's the humantraffickinghotline.org.
Okay.
So yes, there's a section in the book that gives all the information of how to help people. If you suspect it, if you're thinking that it's happening, um, and how to protect yourself as well.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, it doesn't just happen with women. I mean, there's boys. I believe
Yes.
there's even some men that have been trafficked. You know,
Right.
so yeah. So this is a call. This is a call for this book. It's not necessarily um, a book that it's not like a documentary. It's more so a real story. A
Okay.
real story. Yes.
All right. So, and are you working on another part of this after this one?
Yes. This is volume one.
Okay.
As I mentioned before, a volume one of Fight the Shadows. Fight the
Hmm.
Shadows. So there are invisible chains that must be broken globally. Invisible chains that must be broken. These are chains that we don't see at times, right? And the series is called Fight the Shadows. Yes.
Okay. Fight the shadows. All right.
Yes.
So, are there any shout outs that you want to give your people for supporting you with all
I want to,
your
yes, Sasha, of course. I want to thank, man. There's so many people to thank that have been part of this project. Um, Realtor Girls. Who else? There's obviously Floyd Senior, um, Sister, Miss Mayweather. Um, there's a whole list of people. You're gonna make me go through my acknowledgments right now. You're gonna make me go through my acknowledgments. You know, there's just been tremendous support with this. Ken Pollard. There's so many people to name, and please forgive me if I have forgotten anyone who have been part of this project. But it's just been such a great work, and great experience. Um, I know that the Living Rock in the heart of Hamilton, and there's so many places, but um, shouts go out to everybody who helped me, and who believed in this project, and who still believes in the project, and not only the project itself, but the movement. And I
Okay.
appreciate you having me on, as well. And
Yes. And
just
if
look.
people haven't seen his other thing and how he all went, you guys can go back to his other interview, Think Fearless. It was just Isaac, and he goes through a whole bunch of stuff with him. But now he's on this volume one and volume two, and they're part of a series. So, everybody stay alert to these things coming out. It's releasing this month. So,
Right, right. So you go to justisaac.com, and the IG is just Isaac JI, and there you're going to see some things that are connected to the book, that are going to be an extension of the book itself, as this movement is expanding, and when I say this movement expanding, I mean, I just want people to have an awareness and understanding, and to be educated, and to understand what's going on.
right.
This is I'm around other celebrities. I'm around people who are very influential, and I've been very blessed that way my whole life, to have an opportunity to share things that are influential, that are going to impact society in a positive way, and that's my objective. I'm just Isaac.
Just Isaac. And it's been great having you. When you come up with the other volume, you got to come back on again. And volume one, volume two, and then the other book is still for sale for people that hasn't went and got that one. Think Fearlessly.
Yes, Think
And
Fearlessly. Amazon.
yeah,
It's on Amazon. Yeah, all different platforms. You can find it very easy. Very
okay.
easy. Yes.
All right. And if people have to follow you on your social medias, where can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, you just look up Just Isaac, JUSTISAAC, and I'm there. I'm there.
You're there and you'll answer questions. People go, and anybody who reads the books and stuff, leave comments, and because he wants to see the comments and the likes, and
Mhm.
what you like about it, and you could just leave comments in the section, and somebody on his team will get back to you. If not him himself.
Yes, yes. I'd like to give a shout out to Dr. Joshua too, Pastor Joshua, and SLC fam, and everybody just, man, everybody around. Listen, the TMT camp, everybody that's James Brown. There's so many people to name. Like, I'm thinking to myself, man, goodness, I got so many people that are supporting this movement. You
And that's good.
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Um, it's time. It's up. It's time to step in, and I'm willing to do it, and this is my first initiative. This project right here, Traffic Fight.
All right. Well, we're gonna bring you back and find out what's going on and how's it going in a few months to
Mhm,
make
mhm.
sure. And then who knows? We have the other one out by
I
then
appreciate,
if it gets the same.
I appreciate
And
that.
I'm wishing it all the success.
And I want to say something. One thing before we end this. I just something came to me. Um, you know, it's like it's better for a millstone or a milestone. A millstone, it's a stone. It's better for a millstone to be tied around somebody's neck and sunk into the bottom of the sea than to touch one of these little ones. Children are innocent. They're precious.
Right.
They have an innocence and they're precious, and they're the closest to God that we can get. Children, because they come from God.
Right.
But it's better to have something tied around your neck and you be sunk into the bottom of the sea than to touch one of these little ones. These children are precious, and they deserve freedom, and they deserve, and you that are listening, they deserve to be to have freedom. They deserve to be loved and cared for. You know, and it's the difference between money being evil and money being used for the good is our if there's a love for money, that is the root of all evil. Money's not evil. It answers all things, but it's the love of money that's the root of all evil. And when we love money, it can cause us to stray away from our values. And we got to watch that we don't fall in love with money. Money is something that we need. It's something that we can use. But when we start to love money, it can cause us to do things that are contrary to what we know is right. Because even the dog knows right from wrong. Even the dog knows right from wrong. So we need to protect these children and protect the women. Women are gatekeepers to life. Every woman is a gatekeeper. We cannot enter into this earth realm without going through the womb of a woman. And men, we're called to protect and to lead by example. And children are people too. Children are people too.
That's right.
Yes.
On that note, children are people too. Just Isaac, you guys get out there, get the book. He did a powerful impact with the One Thing Fearlessly. And this traffic fight is not just a book; it's a movement. So you guys, go out there and get the book and see what's going on. And, just respond and say something about it to him, on the website, as I said earlier, and stuff like that. So it's been a pleasure, Isaac coming on and telling us about the movement. We'll be looking forward for volume 2, volume 3, or how much it goes on to.
Yes. Thank you for having me on again. It's always a pleasure seeing you, and I look forward to seeing you in the future.
Yes, you will. All right, then. Well, thank you. Everybody, good night and bye for now.